So, good morning everyone. Today we all have gathered here on this occasion of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, which celebrates 75 glorious years of Indian independence. This initiative is taken by Army Welfare Education Society, and this quiz is organized by Jigyasa Quiz Club of Army Public School, Danapur Kant, for our school. So, to start with, first of all, I would like to tell that this quiz is about group 1. We had two groups for the quiz. This quiz is for the group 1 of the quiz, which is for class 6 to 8, and it is on the topic freedom struggle 1857 to 1947. So let's start the quiz. A bit introduction to the people who have contributed, to the team who have contributed from Jigyasa Quiz Club. So first of all, our quiz coordinator is Dr. C.B. Pandey sir. Quiz anchor is me, that is Vishnu Upadhyay. Research and execution is done by Vishnu, Anshul and Dil. I would like to thank all of them. So without a further ado, let's begin. Oh yeah, we have rules also. So the quiz consists of 20 questions, answers to be given via link attached in Google Forms. The quiz shall have 20 questions. Question number 1 to 10 and 16 to 20 are of 1 mark each, 11 to 15 are of 2 mark each. Maximum available score is 25. So question 11 to 15 are tiebreaker or start question, which we will use in case there is a sort of tie between two people for getting a place in the top 8 participants, and whosoever will have the maximum correct tie questions, we will consider him or her as in the top 8. So and top 3 shall be declared as winners. Top 8 shall receive appreciation certificates. All attending participants shall receive participation certificate on the email ID which is filled in the answer sheet. So please fill your own email ID in the answer sheet. Don't fill wrong email ID, because on that email ID only your certificate of participation will go. And also this is a one round quiz. There is no final. This is just a one round quiz. Let's begin without any further delay. Prepare your arsenal. The army of questions are coming. Question number 1. Raj Kaul and his family migrated to Delhi in 1716 on the Mughal emperor's order. A Jagir with a house on banks of X was granted to Raj Kaul. So the family changed their surname from Kaul to Kaul X. Later X eventually took over the surname of the family. X is a household name now. Name X. So basically this talks about Raj Kaul, who was a person, and his family migrated to Delhi in 1716. And the Mughal emperor of that time ordered him to be given a Jagir with a house on the banks of X. Basically, X is not a river, okay? X is a very general term which is denoted to any local water body, okay? The family changed their surname from Kaul to Kaulex. Now this family had changed their surname from Kaul to Kaulex, and later X eventually took over, and now X represents that family. But and let me tell you, X is a very prominent thing, very prominent family still date, and we all know them. I can't tell any much hint because this is much. Question number 2. The letter given in the following image that I will show you was penned by X as a mercy petition to the British government. The mercy petition was about releasing X from Kala Pani. Now what is this Kala Pani? You decide. This letter also sparked a controversy last year, and if you study current affairs a bit, you shall definitely know about this controversy and also X. Who is X? So I have actually shaded the portion where X name was visible. So this is a government document in which it is a mercy petition filed by X to be granted exempt from Kala Pani. Now what is Kala Pani? You decide. So let's come to the next question. You need to identify X in this question. Okay. So just tell me who is X. Who are we talking about? Who is that person? Very very prominent figure till date. Number 3. According to a letter written by Justice P.B. Chakrabarti, when British Prime Minister Clement Attlee visited the governor of Bengal after independence and was asked, was Gandhi instrumental in Indian independence? He said, not Gandhi, but X. Name X. So, I cannot say any hint to this question. This question is in itself complete. Identify X. Next question, to number 4. The image is of the book written by Mark Thornhill. Now, this question is gonna be very tricky. He was stationed at Mathura as a magistrate. One day he noted that people were sharing X. Now you might be thinking why I am taking so much X, but it is the way of quizzing, you know. So let us come back to quizzing. One day he noted that people were sharing X with each other, which was quite normal. But when they came to know that the spreading of X is widespread in entire Mathura district, like a movement, it scared the Britishers. The speed of the spreading of X was faster than the British mail. Some believe that the X movement, as they call it, was the background of the revolt of 1857. We all know the revolt of 1857, so some believe that it was a background. Now it is not about the infiled rifles and all those stuffs. No, I'm not asking about those things. X is a very very known substance that we all have at least once in our once in a day actually. So X is a very very known substance. X was a form of some type of communication. I can give you much, like this is the maximum hint I can give you. During the revolt of 1857, actually before the revolt of 1857, for the people, actually this was a kind of a background. Some believe it, like some believe it that it was form of a communication, and some believe it is a normal stuff. But the speed really shocked the Britishers. So you need to tell what is X. But let me show you the image also. It may help you. So this is the image of that book, which was written by Mark Thornhill, who was the magistrate of Mathura at that time. Okay, I think you can guess something or the other from the image, but let me tell you, nothing is in that image. Okay, don't struggle for that. Next question. Let us come to next question. Connect these images. Now this is a bit a thing in which you need to identify the people. Like you have many images here, you can count them also, but yes, so all these people have something in common. I cannot tell you who are they. If you are able to see the images properly, I think you will be able to identify them more nicely. And if you are able to identify them, you will come to know that they all have some sort of, let me give you the biggest hint, which is organizational connection. Now no more hints. Let's move to the next question. Okay, so the next question. I think this question is gonna be a bit easy, but easy if only you know about X. So again, X. X was a prominent lawyer in England. Okay, he was given a heavy task to do. What heavy task? So you need to identify that. He was the chairman of that committee. Now what committee? I cannot tell you, but I can give you some excerpt of what he said about his experience in that committee or in that task. So he has written, I had no alternative. The time at my disposal was so short that I could not do a better job. Given the same period, I would do the same thing. However, if I had 2 or 3 years, I might have improved on what I did. Now you need to just name X. So this question is a bit tricky in some sense, but if you are, I will give you one more hint that X was involved in a job in which You know that job cost many lives. The biggest hint I gave you. Now I will not be able to give any more hint. Let's move to the next question. Already time is running. Next question. Connect the first image to the second. So the first image is of someone, second image is of someone. So you need to tell me that what word or what phrase can connect both of these images. You know, which thing, which word can connect both of these images. I cannot give you much hint on this, but I will tell you that it is something that person, the first person in that image spoke to the second person. Okay, the second person not a child, that is a young image of that person. You all know that person. You know both the persons. Okay, next question now coming up. Okay, so these three people connect to an event. These three people connect to an event. I cannot tell you their names, but I think it is quite visible. You all know them. Maybe you don't know the second one, but the first and the third are, you know, like a cakewalk for you. So all these three witnessed the event which was very important from Indian history perspective. Tell me the name of that event. Question number 9. This question requires your intelligence. Identify this person from the image. So I cannot give you any hint. I can just tell you that this person was a prominent lawyer, and he is a very known person. I can say that in one of the previous question we had some link to this person. Okay, one of our previous question had some link to this question, to this person. So I can give you that much hint, not more than that. Next question. Number 10. So this is about movement of people from one place to another. Now P.C. Ray called it the exodus of Israelites under Moses. Jawaharlal Nehru called its leader a pilgrim on his quest of truth. Which event that took place 91 years before are we talking about? So, if you don't know what the first, second lines mean, just look at that 91 years. Count that what must be the year we are talking about. And then, in that year, which prominent kind of movement of people from one place to other took place. Very simple takeover. Okay, next question. Now actually this is starred question banner. The upcoming questions are starred. So question 11 to question 15 are starred. Each carries two parts. Answering one fetches you 1 mark, answering both fetches you 2 mark. Let's begin. Okay, number 11. This is a paraphrased from a work retracing a momentous event, a 420 page photo book titled 23 grams of dash. So let me read it for you. It started at a tree that X had named Sarva Sakshi Amli, or all witnessing tamarind. At a little distance was Ellis Bridge. There was a lot of deliberation on whether it was okay to cross the bridge. It was felt that walking on it may not send the right message because it was built by British. That bridge was crossed, so to speak. The first night was spent at a dharamshala in the village of Aslali. So basically you need to tell me that who is this X. Now this X is a very famous person. We all know him. Now one more hint, he's a male, and we all know him, and he named that tree as Sarva Sakshi Amli, or all witnessing tamarind. Now this tree had witnessed a very important movement kind of thing. And the second is you need to fill the blank. So the blank 23 grams of dash. Now what dash? You need to fill that. Now whatever that dash is, that is kind of very closely related to that event which we are talking about. So this event has very close relations with that word, that blank. So I cannot tell you much hint, but I can tell you that this event was occurred in Gujarat. Okay, not more than that. Next move. Let's move to the next question. Okay, number 12. After its completion, Emperor Shah Jahan entered it on 18th April 1648 from the river side through the water gate. He came in, carried in an elaborate open cedar chair. In a twist of irony, Dash used the same gate to exit it on the night of 17th September 1857. Which place? Whose name fills the blank? So, which place are we talking about? Like, which place did Emperor Shah Jahan had left once, and later Dash also used the same gate to leave on 17th September 1857, and who left that place? Now, note the date, and also the place is a very famous place still now in the in the regions of NCR region of Delhi, or you can say the central region of India where power holds still. The next question comes in. Number 13. Mahatma Gandhi met X, a representative of farmers from Y. He requested him to accompany him to Y, as the farmers are facing huge problems there. Gandhi later went on to write in his autobiography, I must confess that I did not then know even the name, much less the geographical position of Y, and I had hardly any notion of dash. So that dash you don't consider. Actually, that dash had some link to that question. So I had removed that dash. The question is who was X and where is Y? Now this Y is in Bihar. I can give you the biggest hint. And X is a very famous person. You must know him. Okay, and it was Mahatma Gandhi's very important event kind of thing which he had done with the farmers at Y. Identify both. Number 14. X played an iconic role in Indian independence. X was arrested in the village of Ras and was put on trial without witness, and no one was allowed to attend his trial. X's arrest intensified the Y in the region, and all districts launched an anti-tax rebellion across the region, which soon spread to entire nation. Who is X? Whom we all know, like all of us know. What was Y? So this thing also occurred in Gujarat. Okay, and X is a very famous person from Gujarat, and you need to tell me who is X and what was Y. Now Y is kind of a thing. Uh, Y is a very important event that took place in those days. I cannot tell you much hint about this question. Identify both. Number 15. So this has an image. I will show you later. The book is on Ambedkar and Gandhi's clashing views on caste. One blank is an earned honorific used for Ambedkar. The other refers to the way people viewed Gandhi, especially the near religious devotion he inspired. Simply tell the two words. So this is the book. You can see there are blanks. The book there are blanks on both the words. So this is written by Arundhati Roy as a part of her annihilation of caste. You need to tell me what are those blanks. As in the first blank signifies Ambedkar, the second blank signifies Gandhi. Not more hints. Move to the next question. Start question ends here. Okay, start question ends here. Next questions are unstart and each carries 1 mark. 16. Though people popularly believe that the first war of independence was 1857, the first recorded revolt against British took place in this city in 1806. The cause of the revolt was the ban on the wearing of religious marks on forehead of Hindu soldiers and forcing of Muslim soldiers to shave off the beard. Which city? Like which city was this that witnessed a revolt in 1806, and it was before the Sepoy Mutiny, or the more famously called the First War of Independence of 1857. You need to identify that city. Now, you might not be knowing about that city, so that means that city was in southern India. Now, not more hints. Identify that city. Number 17. Number 17. The image is about a work edited by a prominent British civil servant who was instrumental in the establishment of something really important, named the editor of the work. Okay, so this is the image. And you can see that this is edited by someone whose name has been blanked out. You need to identify that person. whose name has been blanked out. Okay, just identify that person. Your work will be over. Okay. I think this person is very famous. You must have read about him in your SST textbooks. So, and he was instrumental in the foundation of something really important still date. Okay, till date that thing is really important. I cannot give you much clues, else this question will be a cakewalk for you. Let this question have some thrill and embark your journey to the answers. Next question is number 18. In 1910, Herman Kallenbach, a white farmer, donated his farm near Johannesburg to Gandhi, where he established ashram. What was the name of this ashram? So Gandhi established this ashram in a farm near Johannesburg in South Africa. It was donated by Herman Kallenbach, a white farmer. So basically, don't focus on that Herman Kallenbach. Now I will tell you that if you know that which foreigner person Gandhi used to idolize, you can easily tell the name of that ashram. Okay, the ashram name consists of the first word of that person whom Gandhi idolized. He was a foreigner, and the second name is kind of a thing which is associated with field or agricultural land. Okay, name the ashram. Next question. Number 19. So these three images are very prominent figures of British India, and you need to connect them with a mission. That mission word is the biggest hint I can give, like biggest ever hint I can give, because that mission word is itself a biggest clue for you. The next question. Let's go to the next question. Last question coming up. It's the last question, guys. Last question. Number 20. So this is the complete description of a robbery organized by Hindustan Republican Association in X. Name X. Now what is the description? Let me read out for you. On 9 August 1925, the number 8 down train traveling from Shahjahanpur to Lucknow was approaching the town of X when one of the revolutionaries pulled the emergency chain to stop the train and subsequently overpowered the guard. It is believed that they looted that specific train because it was supposedly carrying the money bags which allegedly belonged to the Indians and was being transferred to the British government treasury. They looted only these bags and escaped to Lucknow. So basically, you need to identify X. Now, this X is a very famous, it is a very famous event, and you must know about that. I cannot give you much hints, but the biggest hint is that it was organized by Hindustan Republican Association. And if you know that what is this Hindustan Republican Association, you will be able to tell that what was that X. Now, thank you for participating. Please submit the answers on the link. The result shall be declared by the evening. I will try my best to declare by the evening, or maybe in the afternoon itself, whenever the time will be conducive. And you may download the certificate. Actually, the certificates will be mailed to you on that mail after you submit your answers. So